Good afternoon to one and all. Today we have come up with one more episode of IIMT Open House Mentor Season. Today we have a dynamic and very humble personality with us, Dr. Vijay Kumar, who is Dean School of Communication in XIM University. And previous to it, he was acting as an associate professor in XIM Mass Communication. Sir, on behalf of whole IIMT fraternity, I express you a warm welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me in the show. I'll try my level best to help the students through this open house. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Before moving on to the interview session, let us have a quick introduction about Professor Vijay Kumar. His basic teaching area is television studies, television production, film studies, documentary filmmaking, audiovisual content development, TV programming, educational video production, and communication studies. And his research area involves TV studies, television programming, film studies, audience analysis, interactive digital communication, social media, mediated communication, positive psychology, public relations, and digital marketing. He has achievement he is a life member in Chennai Kanchipuram Tiruvallur District Film Distributor Association in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. He has served in many advisory positions, but we will know from him directly and about his administrative responsibilities and past and present qualifications. We would like to know directly from you, sir. Let's start with your educational qualifications. Because it is too much for me to express, we would love to hear from you directly.
Thank you so much. So I basically started my higher education with visual communication. So in southern part of India, there is something called visual communication. I did a bachelor's in visual communication. The focus is more on audiovisual content development. I preferred television production some 20 to 23 years before I did that in Loyola College, Chennai. Then after BSc, that is my visual communication, I started working in television channels in content development. More specifically television direction, worked in soap operas, reality shows, and multiple things. That led me to do my master's. I did my master's in electronic media. I'm the first batch student of electronic media from a technical university called Naalaya University in Chennai. This is more of medium which is rather than print, the medium which reaches people more easily and has more attraction. So I did my master's in Naalaya University electronic media. Then I started doing, as usual, the content development with television channels, advertising, and multiple things. Meanwhile, I did my MPhil. I did my MPhil in journalism and mass communication. And I was practicing. I did not come for teaching. I was working with an advertising production house called Frames as an executive producer. So I was there in Frames for 3 years, worked for major foreign clients like Turner's, Cartoon Network, Warner Brothers, and multiple big brands. Then I moved on to Sun TV Network. It is a very popular television network in southern part of India. I worked as a content head of programming and programming I was managing. I worked for Udaya TV, that is Kannada television of Sun TV. Then I worked for Kushi TV. Kushi TV is the kids television network of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana currently. My stint was around 3 years there. Then moved out, started working in reality shows. I myself a television director, so I directed a reality show for budding filmmakers. And the show name is called Naalaya Iyakunar. Naalaya Iyakunar means future directors. This particular show dynamically changed the Tamil direction or Tamil film landscape. We were having finds like Vijay Sethupathi, Karthik Subbaraj, Nalan Kumar Sami, all these people as finds of Naalaya Iyakunar. So it has changed the dynamics of Tamil cinema. New age storytellers came out of that show. Simultaneously, I was doing a show for identical twins, first of its kind in South. I took the responsibility of creative head and show director for all these things. Simultaneously, meanwhile, I was doing my PhD also. I did my PhD in reality television show because what I was doing as a professional practice, I was doing reality shows, and the same I did as my PhD research from Naalaya University. The interesting element is that PhD is interactive reality television, what I did. That I completed before this OTT era. So it was an amazing experience. Then moved on to Mumbai, worked for 1 year because wanted to venture into non-Tamil speaking market or South market. So I was in Mumbai for a year working for a national brand and took full-time teaching. Came here to Xavier's. Currently, it's XIM University. I came here to offer courses on audiovisual production, e-content development, documentary film production, entertainment television, and all those things. Currently, I'm the associate professor of the school and I'm the dean of the School of Communications. Close to around close to 2 decades travel and professional journey, which is a blend of academia and practice. So I always say I have the mix of a creative practitioner and also a teacher.
After having a
That's all.
successful career in media, like you have directed in reality shows, you have directed, you are a content developer for many programs, as you said. Why sudden development in career from developer to educationist?
The matter is, when I was working in television networks, normally the southern part of India or any television creative industry start working around 11 o'clock or sometimes in Mumbai and in some part of northern India or western India, it will become around afternoon. So what I did is around for 8 years, I was teaching in a college as a part-time faculty. Morning 2 hours I used to go and teach. From 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock I teach. Then I'll go to my office or for my shoot and other things. So this 8 years really interested me a lot because I found that 2 hours of teaching every day was an outlet for my creative quench to deliver to the students or to make the future generation. So I was teaching films, how to do television production or shows or things like that for 8 years in a college very close to my office that time, and it is a University of Madras affiliated college. So that interested me to do my PhD. And after PhD, I was in Mumbai and people started calling doctor, doctor, something like that. I came to Bhubaneswar and I saw this particular institution and I felt like, this is an institution which nurtured. I told you, I studied in Loyola College, Chennai. So greeny campus and infrastructure and the Jesuit institution and the priest and the ecosystem really made me to take a full-fledged uh, teaching.
As a profession.
Yes.
Okay. So as you said, reality shows, you have been a part of reality shows. Sir, is there a difference because you were working prior to many years, before many years, reality shows today and reality shows that time? Do you mark any kind of difference between both the scenes, like prior to 10 years?
No, people think that reality shows is a new phenomenon. It is not that. Reality show is as old as the society itself.
Cinema, TV, right? Right.
Yes, the matter is, I'll tell you, there is a historical matter. Reality show just came out of um, uh, the mm, the events happening in colosseums, okay, where people see a sportsman or a person who fight with bull or a tiger or lion. That is the first form of reality show. Next came the candid camera. Candid camera in 1948, it was no featured. Earlier it was candid microphone, then it was candid camera. Candid camera is a very first format of a reality show. Then came, in 90s, the real format of reality show came in when MTV ventured into, doing something, and when a television called, when television came with something called Big Brother. Okay, then came the American Idol and all those things. There is no change, okay, in terms of reality show and this content. The first version of Big Brother and the current version of Big Boss is the same.
Same,
You will
right,
have
sir.
the change in the people, you will have the change in the people and the approach. That's all. The first version of Big Brother was having the same, some 10, 15 people who are strangers putting in an unknown place without much of resources. Now the same is happening, but contemporary element will come in. And very interesting thing about reality show is, here we call it as Kaun Banega Crorepati. In some other part of the world, it's called Who Wanna Be a Millionaire. The
Right.
logic is the same, the aspect is same, and they are
Concept remains the same.
customizing. Yeah, and they are customizing according to the need of the soil. Okay,
Definitely.
so after 100 years also, these formats will long last. Okay,
The
there will not be
basic
much
concept remains
changes.
same, right, sir?
Change. Technology, earlier we were having bigger cameras. Now we are having cameras which is having sensors. When a person move, camera will also move. That's all. Technology is a new addition, but
Right.
the content or the presentation is the same.
It's like the flavor of the cake remains same, and we go on adding the flavors,
Yes,
depending upon
yes,
the public demand. That's it.
yes.
And sir, what do you want to say about OTT? Definitely, it is an emerging platform, and people are demanding more OTT than that of the typical TV which we used to watch previously.
So OTT is a birth of technology. It's a newborn element of a technology. When we were having newspapers, and some 100 years before, radio killed a newspaper. When television started in the early 1920s and things like that in America, it television become a challenge for radio. Okay, and now we have OTTs, but on the other hand we have newspapers. We have senior citizens reading newspapers. We consume in digital form of newspapers, and
Yes.
television did not die. Television did not die. Okay,
Right.
recently we were having World Cup and people are watching World Cup in television.
In
So
television.
OTT is a new format. It's a new format which is very handy. So in television, you have to go to your living room, sit, and you have to have a remote and watch. And television gave way for a community or a family time. Family, as a family, you will watch. Now, OTT is giving a personalized experience. Okay, I have my device. I want to watch what I love to watch. You may also watch the same IPL. I may also watch the same IPL, but your language feed may be different. You may take a Hindi version of commentary. I may take a southern version of commentary. So
Right, sir.
OTT is a very personalized way of a TV, which is very handy and which is with us in our hands. Finished. And it is not going to be the future. The future is going to be even more newer. So when people
Definitely.
say when television was there in US in 1960s and 70s, there is something called no TV and dinner. People eat and watch. Now at a home, everybody have a mobile phone, so the need of TV is going off. It's like we
Definitely.
don't have
Definitely.
a telephone at our home, but we have mobile phones. But the
Definitely.
communication is there. So
Right.
now OTT, later artificial based something will come in, and that is very dynamic about this particular media and communication domain.
Definitely.
And we nurture that, and people they will adapt to the technology.
Okay, sir. So, do you think the emergence of OTT will have a great impact on our continuous our TV, main television, which was existing before 5 years?
The number of people, the data says, I was reading a data says that the linear TV, that is the linear audiovisual, that what we consume through our dish or no cable, that is decreasing. That is steadily decreasing.
Yes,
But
sir.
on the other hand, the second devices like mobile phone based audiovisual consumption, it's in rise. It's
Yes.
extremely in rise. That includes audio OTTs. That
Right, sir.
includes your Spotify and things like that. And it will get regularized soon, because now most of our OTTs are now charging less. Soon it will now have a bigger demand on people. So we are ready for it. And people, when there is a need, there is a supply. So
Definitely.
it will affect. We will adapt to the new technology. I remember during my college days, we were having something called pager.
Pager.
Okay, and
Yes, sir. Yes.
we were having a feature phone, button phone. My first phone was a button phone,
Yes,
and
sir.
now we have smartphone. Okay, touch phone. But remember, I have adapted myself from a pager to a button phone to the smartphone. My mom, she is now 70 plus. She cannot use smartphone. She is still using button phone. So whenever there is some breakage happening in her phone, I have tough time to get a new phone, because button phone is going out of market, feature phones.
Definitely.
Okay, so this will make the audience move towards the technology.
Definitely. It's like we are imposing compulsorily. You have to do that according to technology. Otherwise, there is no other option.
Very simple. That is the matter of life. If you don't upgrade yourself, you will get updated. This is what
Definitely.
I always say to my students. I always say to the students, even the audience comprising of this open house students, if we are not accepting the change, then we are not in the prime game. Okay, change
Definitely.
will come in different forms and features. Even no, during COVID we said no, use mobile phones. Professors were saying not to use mobile phones, but we said use mobile phone. Then COVID gave way for mobile phones, e-medium, and I always say YouTube. People use YouTube for musics and watch some random things or shorts. But YouTube also gives way for no learning. How
Definitely.
far we are using it? That is the question. So these are the need of the hours, and for Gen Zs, this is not an issue.
Right.
My son is in class 5, and for him a textbook is a mobile phone is much easier. Learning from mobile phone is much easier than a textbook. So Gen Zs are very much comfortable. In our
Definitely.
university, for courses we give textbook. Students started asking, sir, give us ebooks, because I can lie down and read late in the night. Okay, I don't need to switch on the lights. Okay, so they are comfortable. So these are the need of theirs. These are small matters which I am talking about. But all this makes a big impact on people, students, and their lives.
Definitely, sir. So you have got a remarkable career. We would definitely like to know some of your strengths and weaknesses that have supported throughout you or that have helped you to grow with your career.
Okay. Strengths. I always say, if we can able to understand the weaknesses, so that we can work on it and improve, to become like a strength for us. My strengths, I always plan things well. Okay. Uh, uh, I don't plan, since I was working for television. We don't plan tomorrow's broadcast today.
Yes.
We will be planning. If I am working currently in a broadcast network as a head, I'll be planning 2025 May now, 2024 May now. This is December 2023. At least 3 to 4 5 months I'll be working ahead, because your planning is required. Then no, your resources you have to pull in. Approvals will be there. You have to correct or no rethink of something, and you will execute. So my biggest strength is planning. I don't just like that do something, something. This particular open house also, you are having a great follow up to have on board, and I am prepared to give my time and things like that. So planning is very important. If you plan well, that is almost a success. Okay. The next is, don't stop with planning. I don't stop with planning. I meticulously put effort to do whatever I plan. Okay. Uh, the third is, we are human beings. We will plan, because our knowledge and the sense will tell you how to plan. your not give up attitude will try to make it what you planned as a effort or an output. Third is beyond planning and output and efforts, there is something called some extraordinary power. I pray to God that no, my planning should not go waste and my efforts should not go waste. I believe that no, this planning and execution is 99 percentage, and that 1% I give it to the God, that is Almighty. Okay. Few people who listen to this, if they don't believe in Almighty or God, think that 1% is your no inner sense, your will. Okay. So that 1%, what I'm talking about, this Almighty God or the willpower, is is more and above than our 99 percentage of effort and work. Okay. So if something need to know every day before I go for my shoot, especially my shoot day is not a no easy day. We always say, I teach also, I always say, shoot day is equal to problematic day. So many problems will arise because you are going to work with some 100, 200 people. Everybody may not give their best. You are there to get their best. Okay. So every shoot day, I will early morning, I'll get up and I'll pray. I'll say, no, I have planned, I have put in my effort. So make sure that things goes really well. I'm not saying that no to the young students, don't pray that no, I did not study. Today is the examination. I need to get 100 out of 100. My logic is something different. You study well, and in the morning you pray before the examination. I have put in my effort. Okay, show me the right direction to write or no give whatever I have learned. Okay, to the 100%. Okay, so he will give you the direction. That's all. He will not write your paper.
Right.
That is the thing. That is my strength, I believe. Um, weaknesses, I am too much of workaholic. So work is primary for me. I always say, what defines me? What defines Professor Vijay? Work defines Professor Vijay. It is not that no, my no, out no, my hairstyle, my outfit, or things like that. People remember your best of works. And Akira Kurosawa, we call it as guru, a filmmaker. He always say, your film is your identity. For me, my work is identity. So I am little workaholic. So I don't see that as a weaknesses. Sometimes no people whom I work with, they may say, sir, you are always always into the output or the result. Yeah, the world uh, is for people who come with good results. Okay, world is not for people who are laggards.
Definitely, world will watch out your success. Sir. They'll work. They won't say how much you have worked or how much you have put through. They'll definitely watch out the outputs and they'll judge you depending upon the outputs only. Definitely, you have said a
Yes,
great
yes,
words.
you're right.
So true. So, like you have said, the 1% thing. Definitely, I would like to ask. There would be many challenges that you'll be facing day to day during day shoots and during your academic career also. We would like you to share with our students some challenges which make you to learn certain things that you follow very strictly, or how those
Mm,
challenges helped you to grow in your career.
okay, so this is for the students who are going to watch this or who's going to listen to this video. Time. This world moves because of time. Okay. So you are just asking questions to me. You are not blessed with 25 hours per day. Or either I am not blessed with 23 hours. Everybody in this world is having 24 hours. That includes our Prime Minister, okay, American Prime Minister, and a Sida Sada guy. Everybody is having 24 hours. How best we are going to work with that 24 hours. That is the biggest matter we have to plan. And I always believe nothing is nothing is just blessings or by birth. Practice makes something. Okay, so time management, that is what I'm trying to say. So you have 24 hours, I have 24 hours. Everybody who is watching this video, they are also having 24 hours. So how best we are going to manage that? Out of 24 hours, 8 hours we'll sleep at least. Okay, 3 hours for Netflix or OTTs and something like that. For few students, it's more. Then no for 2-3 hours for no food and other matters. The remaining hours, how best we are going to use. So time management. That is one element that we have to work on, especially Indians. The early mornings, especially with students, for them during winters, getting up is a trouble because they are oldsters. They may sleep late in the night. I when I go to class in the morning 9:30, since I'm dean, they'll rush and come to the class. When I see their eyes, I will feel bad because it will look like red cherry, something like that. The matter is very simple. They are all stressed watching not sleeping till 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, watching OTTs and things like that. So what they are compromising is their quality of learning or something like that. Time management. I'm not here to say you don't watch no Netflix or OTT. On the other hand, I'm not saying you read 24/7. Have the balance. Plan the time. Whatever you can plan well. Make sure that you commit towards it and finish it. Time management is the key. Yeah?
Sir, there will be some certain days where you, like you said, you plan prior to your schedule. Your planning wouldn't go according to your schedule, or sorry, to repeat, like your what you have planned, you are not able to achieve it completely. Then definitely you'll be having certain level of stress. In that case, what do you do to relieve your stress?
Okay, the matter is very simple. So we are not superpower people. We are not almighty. Okay, our plans may get shattered. Our thoughts may get affected. In that scenario, you have to take a small break first. You will be stressed. You have to take a tea break. Okay, have a break, have a Kit Kat kind of a break you have to have, and keep plan B in place. Okay, so you should have plan B. You cannot say I don't have anything. If you are planning to reach out from Jaydev Vihar to Patia, you are planning by car. If car is not there, take a bike. If bike is not there, take a bus. But reach Patia. That is what I am trying to say. So in between, when very first time when your car is not available, you'll get stressed. Stress is not going to be the solution. No? Stress is a add-on element which is going to trouble you. It's a negative element. So plan B is very important. But take a break. Now, for few people, the break may be a little lengthier. For few people, it may be very small. Within a tea time, they can manage. But I believe practice makes perfection in this. And when you grow up, you will try to handle these kind of matters. Don't expect everything to be as you planned. If as you planned, if everything is going to happen, you're not a human being.
Definitely, sir. And sir, also we know, like not like other industries, entertainment industry is the one which comes along with lot of criticisms. Definitely, it would have happened with you also. Maybe your work is criticized or you are criticized sometimes. How do you deal with criticism?
When it comes to criticism, there are two elements. Okay, we have to see criticisms as an element which is going to help me, going to be a stepping stone for my next level. Another one is the criticism which is going to break me and going to shatter me. Okay, when you are doing something which is putting in lots of effort, which you are putting in lots of effort and trying to do, surely some 10 people will say yes or no. And it is around 80 to 90% things happens uh, according to the law of the world or law of the ecosystem. How I take it, that is important. So if I take the criticism as an element of distraction, I may not grow. I will know. I will have a negative thoughts and things. So take all the criticisms in a very constructive way. But it takes some time to have that maturity. So when I do something now as a dean, as a professor, and uh, earlier media practice, when there is criticism, I'll always try to find some good thing about it. We cannot be always right. Okay, we cannot be always right. First, I will try to dissect and understand the good things. And okay elements, another is rejecting elements. When too much of good things are there, it is going to be 100% constructive for me. Okay, things fine. It is no, it's something like that. Ah, it's okay, it's fine, something like that. So that is not going to bother me a lot. Something which I have to reject. Something which says that no, you are not at all a good person, and you are not at all useful for this. You are not at all worth to do it. That kind of things we have to discard. So constructive criticisms and no criticism which is going to affect, it is with you. How you wanted to take it, you take it. The same I was doing, I'm doing.
So, are there any particular books or authors that you love to study in your free time, or some particular books or authors that have motivated you in your life?
One author I always refer that author is a communication theorist. Okay, his name is Roger. Roger, he came with a theory called diffusion of innovation. He developed the theory called diffusion of innovation in his early 30s. And that particular theory talks about how people adapt to something called innovation. We were talking about OTT and other matters, no? So when a new idea comes, new things comes to the market, maybe radio or mobile phone or a OTT, first there will be a set of people, they receive that and they are called innovators. These innovators are very small in number. Next comes another set of people, they are called early adopters. Okay, early adopters are a bit of a big number. Then comes early majority. Then fourth stage is late majority. This early adopters, early innovators and early adopters are forerunners. Okay, they try something new. It can be a product also. It can be a perfume or a shirt brand. Okay, these people, they venture into and check what is new in it. The other two, early majority and late majority, they comprise close to around 70%. Okay, these people will check and see whether this first two was happy. Okay, the last is laggards. According to Roger, the last percentage, around 15%, they are laggards. They always find trouble in some innovation. Okay, so somewhere in 1962, Roger, his name is Herbert Roger, he published this idea. You see, 1962. Now we are in 2023. All these years, his logic is really right. We started with OTT. Okay, all these years, it is his logic, his theory is applicable. You take any medium, it's not only OTT. You talk about any brand or e-commerce, Amazon. We are not the society who purchased through Amazon, right? But now a big number of people are doing it. So his theory always is at early 30 age he came with this idea, diffusion of innovation. I always refer to him. I always see him as a biggest of innovator. 1960s he said, and 2023 it is true, and it is going to be true for another 1 century or so. So Roger is a communication theorist who inspired a lot.
Sir, what are the particular habits of yours that help you continually to be productive, to continue, whether it was in media, whether as an academician or educationist, you continues to stay motivated? What are your habits that you'd like to share, or you would want our students to follow certain habits?
One habit I have, I follow regularly. That's called to-do list. To-do list. So every night or no, every whenever I find time, I will work on the to-do list. So today in my to-do list, around 2:30, this session, this open house. Sharp 2:29, I am ready. Okay, that to-do list will tell me what should I do, because we are people in 2023. we have lots of things. Okay, we
Definitely.
have pressure of no time. Some dad and mom would have said something. End semester examination will be there. Everybody, even the top CEO of the world, till the Sida Sada guy, have something or other to do. So a to-do list will do well. If you are having to-do list, okay, your day is done. And today's to-do list, I may not do everything what I have listed. That I will take it to the next day. So to-do list is the key. Okay, if students can take that forward, that may be really helpful for them because it's helping me.
It's a beautiful thing that you advise. So definitely, I would want our students to follow the to-do list. It is really a very good thing to follow. Sir, now coming back to our students particularly, do you think the students from MBA background or PGDM background can have a good impact on entertainment industry, or how both the fields can be connected?
Okay, so our society, especially Indian society, our core industry. Yeah, we were saying something. I was saying something, but I missed it.
Yes, so the connection
That's
between the MBA and PGDM students with entertainment industry.
okay. So when it comes to creativity, entertainment, or communication, it is not only meant for a particular group of people. So we have an XIM University, a school called School of Communication, and we offer BSc Honors in Mass Comm, MA in Mass Communication, and PhD in Mass Communication. But uh, I should say this creativity, art, and communication is not only for these children or these students. Okay, and those in the country like India, where we practice democracy, in medical colleges also they conduct film festivals.
True.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so recently I got to know in a medical college, okay, the medical college is going to produce medical practitioners. They conducted film festival. So very simple is this medium, entertainment, creativity, communication is for all. Yes, at your institution, PGDM, management trainees will get graduated and they will have a focus on corporate. But I have to say something. The old era is changing. Okay, earlier, no, it was only, the media and communication was with some small number of people. Or no, somebody doing a film, he may be a producer and father will be the next producer, son, 2 or 3 generation. Now, the entertainment industry is more on corporate nowadays. No, corporate entities are now owning media industry, especially in India. In India, you can simply, if you just try to navigate, you will understand only 4 or 5 players are managing the entire entertainment industry of television in India and
True.
OTT. Okay,
True, sir.
uh,
Yes.
so PGDM students, for them, corporate-based entertainment industry they can get it, and also entertainment or this media industry is not only just no television or film or OTT. There is something called corporate communication. Okay, every corporate required somebody to communicate with stakeholders. That includes media. Okay, you have a wing in Tata on corporate communication. Godrej is having a corporate communication wing. Mahindra is having corporate communication wing. So those who have studied MBA, getting into the corporate communication wing of media organization, they will have a better edge. That is point number one. And uh, in any industry, the business happens when a stakeholder spends money. So
Yes.
there is advertising industry. So this management learned students, they can get into media marketing. That is a very big domain. Okay, so you have to connect to brands, get the business done, and there is another wing in media and communication is public relations. Okay, public relations in India is in rise. Um, COVID and post-COVID, okay, every brand wanted to connect to their public. For that, they required public relation executives or public relation specialists. So we in our school from mass media, mass communication, there are students, they get into public relation. The same like that, MBA students who are know the finance matters or marketing matters or operational matters, because they will have electives and courses of this nature. They can also get into media and communication, not typically entertainment. Even entertainment industry required somebody who need to manage uh, the matters of finance. And I'll tell you, you see a random media industry, the CEO or CFOs will be a typical MBA. Okay,
Definitely.
they'll not
Yeah.
be from a typical mass communication background, because
Mhm.
the element of management comes there. Managing media house, that's the logic I'm trying to say. So for your students, for the students of your institution, they can get in. When a software engineer becoming a filmmaker, why not a MBA graduate being a in media industry?
Definitely. Like you mentioned, all the branches of MBA and PGDM, whether it is in marketing domain for media marketing, whether they are from HR for public relations, whether they are from finance, they can go for finance maintenance, and for operations and supply chain also. Media and entertainment industry is a good one. It was a great knowledge from you, sir. Thank you so much. And sir, we'll move towards our next question. Definitely, that like you have mentioned, the entertainment industry, it has lots of variations and all. So, few words from a person from entertainment industry to our students. Like we'll like to have two pieces of advice. One as an educationist, as a teacher, as a professor, and definitely another one as a person as a media person.
Okay, so you wanted a two perspective of a person,
Yes,
one
sir.
as an academic, another one as a media practitioner. But this two-person views, I wanted to club and make a aura, and I tried to say one thing for the two-person, two perspectives. Entertainment or audiovisuals or OTT, yes, it attracts a lot, because the power of audiovisual is phenomenal in country like India. Okay, every Friday we will have some film or other releasing. We may have a festival without sweets also in India, but not without films. Okay, you name it, you will have some releases. And the highest number of films released in the world is from India in terms of quantity. Okay, we are over and above than Hollywood. This is probably the data. I hope this is right. So that always attracts us. But we need to understand, no, everything that is attracted towards us is not going to do good for us. Okay, too much of anything is good, is not good for us. Okay, so now this generation, now current student generation, they are now get captivated with this. Okay, this device. Okay, uh, this gives everything. This serves as an alarm. This serves as a camera. This serves as a no
Music
audiovisual
system.
application, music system, information communication technology.
Definitely.
So we need to know. We need to be wise to control that. Many times this is controlling humans. Okay, a mission try to control human is not right sometimes. So anything too much is not good. Same. Too much of entertainment, too much of Netflix, too much of originals, too much of songs, and too much of things is not okay. No professor will say, no, read, study 24/7. Okay, we don't say that to a UG or PG students. Okay, even for PhD, to my PhD scholars, I say, eat well, sleep well, study well. Okay, so this is what the two perspective asked. The two perspective Vijay, Professor Vijay has the same logic. Okay, so even though if I do a film, that is a film, that's all. Okay, reality is something which you are going to do after you exit the theater, after you come out of this app Netflix. Okay, so you are the boss for your device, you are the boss for your life. Make sure you live the life which is going to do something good for you, something fruitful for you, and the people around you are happy about it. For example, your mom, dad, relatives, your forthcoming spouse. It's you. Take care.
Thank you again, sir, for your valuable piece of advices. My last question to you. Sir, like you mentioned, planning and about to-do list. So definitely along with planning comes strategy. So can you give our students a piece of advice by means of which they can become more strategic towards their life, towards their aim or goal of life?
Okay, so when it comes to strategy, yeah, what you said is right. Planning, before planning, strategy comes in. Okay. So how I do strategy when I work on something, even in academic administration. First, I study the scenario. Please study the scenario. Study the pluses, minuses, your competitors, okay, your ifs and your no's, everything you study. It takes some time. Okay, put that in paper or in some app or something like that. Scribble it. Why I'm saying this, no, write it or put it in paper, because sometimes our mind will forget things because we will be pressured with something. So put it in paper and try to create a flow chart or map or a pop-up or uh, dream cloud matters or something like that. So you will connect the dots. So this connecting dots will help you for strategy, and that strategy will move on to implication planning and other things. So pen and paper, long last. I may sound, all this 30, 40 minutes I was talking about technology, and technology related things. On the other end, I always say pen and paper is much cheaper and much easier to write, scribble, scratch it, erase it, and throw it also.
And
Okay,
also,
so
also it is more effective, sir. I wanted to add on. I have compared in comparison to technology. I find pen and paper is more effective to remember certain things,
yes,
to remind us certain things at certain period of time.
yes.
Thank you so
So
much,
plan and
sir.
paper that may help you. Yes, yes. Thank you,
Definitely.
thank you,
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you.
In your such a busy schedule, you have given your precious time to us. We are blessed to have you as our guest in IIMT Open House. Hope we will be connected to you in further for further sessions also, and we'll be getting such valuable pieces of advice from you. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you. My special thanks to the academic administrators, you, the team, the students, and management and everybody. Okay, thanks for getting me here, being part of this show. I have a good studio here in this campus. I mean, next time probably we will we'll shoot, and now we will have an edited one somewhere on air.
It will be
Thank
our
you so much.
pleasure,
Thanks
sir,
for the
to be in your
opportunity.
studio.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
God bless. Thank you.